Hey everybody, starting Saturday morning here. Packed up my gear there. You can see snow blew in to the shelter last night. That was home right there. Putt-Putt's got his gear here. He's about to go. We brushed the snow off these steps to make it a little safer. This is what we woke up to. It's not too bad. Like I discussed yesterday, I might have backtracked back out with him if the snow was too bad. But I'm trying to stay out of the wind here. But trail takes off that way. You can see the marker right there. I think I'll be able to follow it okay. So I'm going to at least start that way. It's only about 3 miles to the next road crossing and kind of reevaluate the situation. Barely flurrying, and its radar says it's about to stop. So I think I'll be okay. I guess we'll give it a go and we'll check in after a bit. All right. So first of all, just want to say sorry I didn't have a better kind of days in summary yesterday. Sharing the camp with Putt-Putt, and he and I just enjoy conversation and the companionship, so on and so forth. And so we just chit-chatted a little more than I videoed. So anyways, just wanted to show you I'm literally hiking right along the edge of this cliff. You can see the trail going off there behind me, and hiking in a winter wonderland. It's absolutely just beautiful. I'm enjoying it. I've only been hiking probably 10 minutes. So far it's easy to follow the trail. Snow's supposed to stop here within the hour, and it's not snowing hard, so I don't imagine I'll have too much trouble keeping the trail. But anyways, it's just kind of pretty through here, so I wanted to touch in with you and just let you know that I'll try to update as much as I can. Traction is a little more of a problem today on the not so much the downhills yet, but the uphills are a little hard to get a grip sometimes. So anyways, I'll keep you up to date, and I'll talk to you later. This section going north from the Indian Creek shelter is just, it's swampy because of the rain, but it is not difficult so far. Very level, right on the ledge, as you can see, all the way around the curve in the creek here. And every so often there's a rock outcropping like this right on the edge of the trail. I'm not going to step out there just because it's a little bit slick and I'm hiking alone. I don't know if you can see it in the footage here or not, but the creek is just right down there, a couple 100 feet, and I can hear water going across rapids. You can actually see a bend in the creek straight out. I don't know if you can see that or not in the video. I can actually see some rapids out there in the middle of it. Just really cool. Sounds really pretty. So anyways, just thought I'd show you here once again. It's been pretty easy. So I'm enjoying my morning hike. All right, everybody, I've been hiking, not quite 40 minutes. And anyways, down there at the bottom of the holler is that rock ledge that the creek runs under. I followed it all the way around to the bottom there and then started up the holler here. Trail kind of leveled off, came out, you can see it right there, came out onto this service road of some sort. Anyways, all with this ridge running along here. We're almost up to it. I think there's 2 ridges to cross, if my topography map is semi-accurate. Anyways, so yeah, just going, no switchbacks here, just going kind of up a little jaunt here up to the ridge, and hopefully from there we have a pretty good view of what we're going down into and back up the other side. And if I'm correct, it's just the down and back up one more time and we'll be to the next road crossing. So but when we get up here to the top, I'll have a little better idea, and I'll check in with you again. So about the gear, I left some long johns on under my hiking pants this morning because it was 28 degrees. word of advice, 28 is not that cold when you're hiking. Should have left the long johns in the pack. So maybe at the next road crossing I'll find a place I can set my pack down and change clothes on the side of the road. That'll be an adventure. Anyways, thought I'd just check in with you. Actually trying to take a few minutes here and cool down so I don't start sweating too bad. Sure don't want to get too sweaty out in this, but anyways, so yeah, I thought I'd check in with you. Last night was pretty chilly. The wind was blowing right in the door of the shelter there, as I showed you. Snow kept getting on the foot end of my sleeping bag, so I was trying to keep up with that and whatnot, and the wind was blowing in so bad I almost wish I would have set up my tent in the shelter. It was nice to not have any snowfall on us in the shelter, but the wind was, we needed something to cut the wind. I had even pulled my drawstring around my face on my mummy bag, and I stayed nice and warm. Had to wake up one time, added a puffy vest and an extra pair of socks, and after that stayed warm the whole way through. But because the snow blowing in, the wind, the cold through the night, it makes you bundle up a little more than you should when you leave in the morning. So just something to keep in mind. As soon as you start huffing and puffing, you warm up in a hurry. So all right, well, I'm gonna get back at it. So up this hill we go. Well, the snow has stopped, and it is just so peaceful out here, except for that plane that's flying over right now. I don't know if you can hear that. And I'm not sure if I am 100% correct on my last statement about going down in to cross one more ridge, but as you can see, there's a ridge way up there, and I've kind of been snaking down. Now it looks like we're turning. I don't know if it's gonna kind of just going over these little humps and into the next valley. You can see there's like 3 or 4 of them right there. It's just been doing that, kind of working down. So I don't know if we're going to turn and go up that direction or over a ridge somewhere that direction, but we're definitely just progressively working ourselves further and further down. So I think I'm at the right spot on the map. So I do know that I've been coming down at such a good angle that there's been a couple benches on the side of the trail for, I guess, people climbing to stop and take breaks. So just so you know, if you're hiking south to the Indian Creek shelter, there's a couple places to stop on a pretty substantial climb there. So anyways, just thought I'd update you, and we'll keep pressing on. Well, folks, we made it to the top of the ridge and started this. It was a doozy of a climb, not gonna lie. One part of it was like on an abandoned logging road or something that actually was just nothing but rocks. The whole way up it was just like this whole, almost like a rock chute. Anyways, beautiful ridge walk here. Thought maybe it would just take us out of the park, but the ridge is getting narrow and I can see the trail going off the end. So maybe that ridge over there is where we're headed. Who knows? I'm just in it for the long haul, so I'll just keep walking. All right, I just skied down that. Thankfully I brought my ski poles. Oh wait, those are trekking poles. Anyways, so I believe this is, I just referenced my map, the last ridge to climb, and there the trail goes up over that route, because I failed to notice that the last valley we go through has a water crossing. All the other ones that I've gone through this morning never crossed water at the bottom. So clearly there is no water here, but it appears that there should be. So I would guess that this is what they would consider that water crossing, and check my compass, and my heading is the direction that I should be going upon crossing the last water crossing. So before I talk this time, I did a little bit of research, and I believe we are finally here. So I'm gonna huff and puff up this puppy and hopefully be at the last water drop. So I'll check in there. So let the record show that just because you hike up and over a monster ridge like that with a dry creek bed on the opposite side does not mean that you're going to get to the road crossing. It means you're going to get to yet another dry creek bed with more trail. So this forestry road right here though looks promising. I think this might be the one. If not, I guess I keep hiking. That's my plan B. So anyways, it's really, I haven't really been hiking that long. I don't know why I keep thinking I should be at the road, but so I guess we'll trudge up yet another ridge. Hopefully next time I turn the camera on, I've got good news for you. So we'll check back here shortly. So here I am about to start the last 2 miles of the adventure hiking trail, and met up with Putt Putt again. And you see that pile of gear right there? That all came out of my pack. So I guess we got our own little version of adventure hiking trail magic here. I get to slack pack the last 2 miles. So I'll get this underway, and sun's peeking out a few minutes ago, and so hopefully it'll be pretty good going from here, but we'll check in after a bit. All right, folks, sorry I haven't been filming much. I'm gonna tell Putt Putt when I get to the truck how much of a blessing he is. If you are doing any sort of through hike or distance hike where you're gonna do a section of the hike and not need all of your gear, and you don't slack pack when the time is available, I'm just going to go ahead and say you're dumb. I understand some people are kind of purists when it comes to hiking and got to carry your whole gear the whole way and all that stuff, but I have easily more than doubled my speed, and we'll be able to verify that when I finish this 2 mile section. But oh my, it's just night and day difference. I mean, I still have first aid, rain gear, snacks, water, gloves in case I need them, you know, that sort of thing. I still have essentials. I don't feel you know, ill prepared, if you will. I just don't have tent stuff. I don't have a sleeping bag, you know, so on and so forth. But it's like 11 o'clock in the morning. I got all day to get out of here before I need that stuff. So anyways, but yeah, so this is right here is the second ridge that I'm going across, and I'm not actually sure that I'm going to totally cross it. The bottom of both of the ridges that I've come across so far, well, between, you know, where I started, drop down, back up to the first ridge, drop down, started back up this one. Both of those bottoms were like the world's driest creek beds. And then you come up here almost to the ridge, and it's just like a swamp. I don't know if you can tell or not. There they are. My shoes are just soaked. I don't know if inside is actually soaked or if that's just that much sweat, because I've kind of been hoofing it. I can tell my sock is damp. I wouldn't say soaked, but you can see the bottom of my pants outside of the shoe. I am picking up some snow there a little bit, and but anyways, it's just the majority of the trail is this right here. Now, of course, you folks that come hike us in August, you're going to be like packing like 6 gallons of water to the campsite, because you're going to be so parched, because there is no water in the creek beds. But for the time being, the creek beds are dry and everywhere else is a swamp. So anyways, just wanted to show that to you. And like I said, I'll keep you updated on the terrain, but this is the second ridge that we're going over. Pretty serious climbs. So I like the challenge. It's nice without the weight of the pack. But yeah, here we go. Bet you'll never guess what this is. Ain't she a beaut? Oh yeah, that's right. Just came off the world's wettest ridgeline to come down to the world's driest valley. Getting close to the top of the third ridge there. Trail leveled out just just so they could install a special swamp feature just for me to trudge through today, because, you know, the snow and all the other stuff isn't enough. So we'll add some swamp here for you. But anyways, probably doesn't look like it here. Coming up 3 is yeah, I mean, I haven't been slowing down. I've been pushing pretty hard. But yeah, just be prepared. This last 2 mile little corner, if you go the same route that I did, it'll push you, especially after you've hiked for the last couple days. But yeah, just a close up. I mean, this is, you just see, this is just, and it's so soft. See if I can get a trekking pole here and just, I mean, it just, trekking poles, when you lean on them, just go right in. So anyways, yeah, it's keeping things interesting, that's for certain. But not gonna lie, I would do it again. Exact same weather conditions and everything. I really had a good time. If you've never done any sort of overnight hiking trip, it's the bomb. You should get out here. And I mean, sun shining, peeking out here, a few little spots of blue sky there. So quiet. Every once in a while you hear a bird or a squirrel or something. God's creation is just beautiful. You should take time and get away from the hubbub, and just, even if it's just for an afternoon, a couple weekends a year, whatever it is, just get out and enjoy it. See what He created for us. So it's just really pretty. This has been a great experience. Well, Ridge 3 appears to be it. We've leveled off, horse trail split off, and this is literally, to borrow the words of Putt Putt, a walk in the park. And by the park, I mean Harrison Crawford Park. And yeah, anyways, you get the point. So yeah, just on the way out here. Look at that gorgeous blue sky. Dang, that is pretty. All right. I was taking some pictures there while recording video, so if you heard me tapping all over the screen, you could be like, what a moron. Just shut the film off and take your pictures. How fun would that be? So, all in all, I would say, except for a few rocky sections that are in the rest of the loop, if you want to know what the adventure hiking trail is in a 2 mile nutshell, I would hike this top northeast corner. It's 2 miles from road crossing to road crossing. And as far as the climbs and descents, the dry creek crossings, scenery, so on and so forth. Of course, you're not going to get a snippet of what a shelter is or anything like that, but as far as trail conditions, this would be the corner to give you that picture. So I can see the road up ahead there. This will be my last video from the trail. Thanks for coming along. Hopefully you found some bit of humor or information from all my rambling. And I'm really looking forward to kind of going over the gear and answering any questions anybody may have about the trail or anything like that. But we have made it back to the initial starting point. Right here at this sign is where I did the first video. So we made it around, so thanks for joining, and we'll talk to you later.